Hello, everyone, and welcome to Poffology. Welcome to Tuesday Tea Talk. We got some tea here, and we're going to talk about our day and whatever we want to talk about. So, I hope you're all having a good Tuesday. Hope your week is going well so far. Mine's going pretty good. That's good. Next week, Emily and I are going to Virginia. So it's kind of off of the whim. We decided to go pretty recently. And so that's something interesting that's happening. I'm going to go see my mom and dad and hang out with them while I can. And it's the weekend before Labor Day, right?
Yep.
So it's a great time for me to go there. So yeah. So we're going to go. We'll see some people in Danville, and I'll probably get a Bojangles biscuit while I'm there. And that's about it. So I'm excited to go to Virginia.
I want to go to Crema and Vine and get some of that pizza.
Yeah, when I went to Crema and Vine, like sometime a few months ago, I was recording inside, and the owners came up to me and were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I do a vlog. I'm trying to record. Is this okay?" It's like, "Oh yes, great. More publicity is better," or something like that. So I was like, "Okay, great." But I think that's the first time anyone's confronted me. But that is like, you're in a rural town in the South. I would expect that. So, yeah. And speaking of Danville, well, I'll tell you about my day first. I did nothing. I worked, and that's everything.
Wow. So
That was my day.
You took time to tell us that.
I know. Interrupt that story. Okay, this is not like anything I thought about sharing, but I just thought of it. One of my, how do I say this? One of my favorite things to do on Tuesdays or Wednesdays is to see like some of the police reports in my town. I just like it. I just enjoy it. I don't know. It's something I do. So one report I saw was this guy, the judge is fining all of these people that did not show up for jury duty to process like this murder charge. And he's like issued, I think, 2 warrants for arrest or something, and then issued 8 fines to people because he's been trying to get this guy processed for over four weeks now, and they just don't show up. And he needs 35 people there, and people just aren't coming. So that was interesting. Is that normal? I feel like that's not normal. I don't know if it's a warrant. It can't be a warrant. He's issued something for arrest. I don't know the term. I just saw it online. I was like, oh, that's crazy. So, okay, well, that's that. I have some random news to share in a bit. One is about the University of Michigan. But I'll let Emily start or talk about her day.
That was just a preview for you of what's to come.
I need to remember all these random facts that I've learned today, or I'll forget them. So maybe if I say it, then I can, because that's my most interesting one.
Cool. Well, today was a pretty good day. It was busy. I mean, it started out in the morning while I was still in bed. One of my coworkers called me, and I talked to them for like 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, "Are you at the office yet?" I'm like, "Not yet."
I think it was like, very early, like 7:30.
And I could tell she was driving and then like getting out of her car. I'm like, well, I would be closer to being at work if we weren't on the phone right now. And I was getting ready. But obviously I didn't mention that. But no, that was a good way to start the day because she had something good to talk about. It was such a busy day, lots of people around, lots of stuff going on, people visiting the office. So I'm just kind of glad that day is over because it was hectic. I didn't eat lunch until like 2:30 p.m. because I just didn't have time. Let's see. Something I just learned is that Instagram is getting rid of the swipe up feature. So like, if you're watching somebody's story who, is like an influencer or a famous person or something, they've, 10,000 or more followers, they can link something to their story and be like, okay, swipe up to go, purchase this item. Well, Instagram is getting rid of that, and they are changing it to little like stickers that you can click to go shop for whatever, or go to a website that they are linking. And at first I saw that, I was thinking, oh my gosh, like that's so crazy. This is very different. They've had to swipe up for years. But the reason why makes so much sense. So if an influencer or somebody puts a swipe up link on one of their stories, you can't respond to the story or like reply to it, because it like gets rid of that little reply box at the bottom of the screen, and it replaces it with just the swipe up arrow. So now you can respond to any story like in a message, or you can click the sticker within the story to go to the link. Oh. So I'm kind of surprised they haven't thought of that sooner, because it has been an issue. I mean, for those of us who reply to stories.
Could you like hit on the right for a comment box, or is that not a thing? Oh, this is for stories. Guys, I have no idea what this is about. I don't really do Instagram. Never mind. I know what you mean. It's a story, right?
Yeah, okay. Like an Instagram story that disappears. Okay. And yeah, it was funny. I told Michael that Instagram's getting ready to swipe up. He's like, is that how you go to the next story? I'm like, no.
Yeah, I don't do Instagram.
I've sent you a few like stories or reels or memes that are funny on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you've ever seen them. They're probably just sitting in your inbox somewhere.
Yeah,
but they'll be a surprise when you see them. It's probably like a dog video or something. Mm-hmm. We like dog videos. I really want to like go outside for at least just a minute today, because my day was so crazy and it looks beautiful out there. Just like breathe in some fresh air, Mm-hmm. Have you gotten outside today? Have you taken a walk or just, gone to stare at the sky or anything? I feel like that is very important to like feeling calm, and at least for me. So I'm going to do that.
If you're still watching this, comment down below nature. Even though we live in a city,
we can still see nature, trees and birds and all that. So yeah. Besides that, I just watched one of the last episodes of Manifest, and I'm pretty sure we're almost done. It's been getting very stressful. Michael will look over at me while I'm watching and be like, "Are you okay?" Because I'll be like, it's like the scariest thing that I personally watch, and it's not a scary show. It's just intense. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of funny. And then after this, I'm going to start school next week, so I probably won't be watching nearly as much TV. But if I do have time, I would like to watch the new show with Sandra Oh. Is that her name? From Grey's Anatomy. She stars in this new series about a college professor. And I can't remember what it's called. Maybe I'll look it up while Michael's talking. But it looks very good and up my alley. It's a limited series on Netflix.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think that's it. I'm very excited to go to Virginia. It'll be nice just to get away for a few days. I haven't been to Virginia in like 2 years, which is crazy. And to see Michael's family and especially my friend Mariah. So excited. Here you go.
Yeah. We were going to go to Virginia in December, but both my parents got COVID.
Like last December.
Last December. Was that last December? Did we go to Virginia?
I'm saying like not this coming Virginia.
Yeah, this past Christmas, we were supposed to go to Virginia, and both my parents got COVID the week of Christmas or whatever, and we couldn't go. A lot of drama. And then I went by myself, and then now we're both going. So it'll be really fun, even though it's very short. So, okay, here's my random interesting facts that I found to be interesting. So, TikTok has launched a Sirius XM radio station. So now you can watch or you can listen to TikTok music and artists on Sirius XM, which I found, I think that's very interesting because there's a lot of TikTok songs that are really catchy, and though they are very, very short, but now they're going to be on Sirius XM. And I think it did make the stock of Sirius XM go up by 30 cents. I think it's currently like $6.30 or 35 cents. About a week ago, it was just $6, but it's a very like low stock. I mean, Sirius XM is kind of irrelevant besides the Howard Stern show. But I've never listened to the Howard Stern show. I just know it's a very popular, like it's their biggest contract, like $50 million every 2 or 3 years or something for him. So that's like their claim. Like, you know what I mean? So that was interesting.
I just looked up the show. It's called The Chair. Oh. So the trials and tribulations of the chair of the English department at a major university. Totally gonna watch that.
Well, while we're speaking of universities, let me tell you my Michigan of University facts. So they came out with a study that talked about life expectancies. They came out with a study that mentioned hot dogs versus peanut butter and jellies. So hot dogs make you lose 36 minutes of your life per hot dog. It shortens your life by 36 minutes? Yeah. So a hot dog, now this isn't me, this is University of Michigan. It shortens your life by 36 minutes, according to them, according to their study. It just came out today. But they say that while eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches adds 33 minutes to your life. Granted, that's not like going to give you unlimited life, but I assume it means, certain foods are better than other foods. I don't know. I wonder what eating kale and real vegetables do.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really crazy. Also, Starbucks, it's Starbucks pumpkin spice latte.
PSL season. Whoop, whoop. I don't actually like those, but
yeah, they're I never get them, but it's always fun to get them maybe once a year and just share it. It's like the smallest version. It's very orange, right?
yeah, I don't like it.
It's super orange. It's very sugary. Whatever. It's a fun thing to get. And they're coming out with a new drink, apple crisp macchiato. Have any of you tried that? I think it just came out today.
No, that is up my alley for sure. I'm gonna try that.
It is, yeah. It's
Is it hot?
I think it's iced. I'm sure you could do either one, but I mean that might be good. Part of me thinks coffee or espresso and apple will not go well together, but Starbucks will just throw a bunch of flavoring in it, so it will taste good. Mm-hmm. People say it tastes like the inside of a apple pie filling, So, but I would say so does the apple cider. I mean, apple cider tastes like you're drinking apple pie.
Oh my gosh! There's nothing better to me than a caramel apple spice drink from Starbucks. They're so good. If you haven't had one, you should get one. It's amazing.
I would agree. They are very good. Yeah, they're great. Mm-hmm. The other thing is that SpaceX, how they have their whole Starlink Wi-Fi system, satellite system. So Starlink is this thing that allows people in rural areas or other countries to get internet at a faster speed than maybe their local internet can offer, or maybe they're not offered internet at all. So it's like something you can take with you if you're living off the grid or in the woods or, places like that, or somewhere, a small town that just doesn't have internet. So I read that about 3 weeks ago, they had 90,000 customers. As of today, they have 100,000 customers. So they've, in 3 weeks, they got 10,000 more customers. And the prices for that, so to get a Starlink system is $499 up front for everything. And then it's a subscription fee for the internet every month of $99 a month for the internet. And it gets about, I think they advertise, or like what people would say it gets is 130 megabytes or something like that. 130, anywhere between 70 to 130. But I have heard reports of people getting much faster than that. But I think the average is just minimal enough to do like a video call. So it's still interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. It's a great resource for a lot of people that may not have access to internet. And that is everything. That's all my news that I found to be semi-interesting. So
I'm very interested in the whole hot dog taking 36 minutes off your life. It makes me wonder what other foods technically take time off of your life. I mean, I'm not concerned about it necessarily. You know, it's kind of weird, but I believe it. I've watched a lot of food documentaries and how different foods impact your health and impact your body. And I truly believe that being vegan is the best, healthiest option for humans. But I also do not subscribe to that type of diet. So it's just very difficult. So I believe it, and I think it's interesting. And I do small little things to not eat as much meat or as much dairy. Like I use my almond milk creamer for my coffee every day, but I still get regular cream at Starbucks. So I don't know. And my favorite meal that I make that's just like an everyday meal is rice and beans and salsa and cheese. So cheese is dairy, but not meat. I love that so much. I could eat it multiple times a week just for a whatever dinner, nothing fancy. And then I have been eating hummus like consistently for lunch for a long time, and fruit, sometimes other things. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's so interesting. I love hearing other people's opinions and thoughts about different types of foods too. So if you have any thoughts about that, comment below what you think.
yeah, let us know. So this isn't health advice or anything, but so my mom got cancer when I was like 10, and she switched her diet up, and it really helped. Mm-hmm. So like it helped her feel better, helped her through chemo, and she's not perfect by any means, but she tries to eat a high vegetable diet, a lot of juicing, stuff like that. And that's why she just always loved gardening, but she has a lot of things that she can pick out of her garden and add to her juice and stuff like that. So hey, she has lived with cancer for 20 years almost. Yeah, pretty crazy.
I'm not saying this is true in all cases whatsoever, but I do know multiple people who weren't able to get pregnant, and then they made changes in their diet, and it really helped like their body be able to get pregnant. So I just think food, I've heard this before, food can be the best medicine for your body. It can heal itself by what you put into it, obviously. I mean, that makes sense. I'm getting very philosophical with this. I should probably be following it more than what I do. But maybe as I get older and I get more problems, I will. I should do it now to prevent those things.
That's so funny. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I do believe that too, kind of, but it's really hard. So
Yeah.
it's hard. There's this plant in my town and probably all over America called pokeweed, and it's a weed that grows really fast and it's poisonous. But if you let it grow to, I guess, its maximum height, it produces these berries that some people in my town have said it can really help with arthritis, even though they're poisonous. Like, they are very poisonous. And the root of pokeweed can possibly kill your dog or put it into shock, but just by licking the root. So it's a very poisonous to pets and even humans, specifically the root of it. Did we talk about pokeweed recently? I don't know. Maybe it was last week. I watched a whole documentary about it or something. Oh. It's like a very it's not invasive, but it kind of is to probably an American household. So that likes their grass because it kind of, it grows really fast and destroys everything basically. Mm-hmm. So that's something interesting. Should we go?
Yeah.
Anything else? I think we're going to go on a walk. So we're going to go on a walk now. Enjoy outside while it's still sunny. I think it's supposed to be pretty sunny all week. Yeah. I think. Oh, Amberson's coffee shop came out with a new like fall end of summer drink. And if I recall, it's a maple raspberry reduction in a coffee espresso latte or something like that. It's very drama. It's like a very dramatic latte drink, which I wouldn't expect anything different from them. So I'm excited. I want to try that at some point. Maybe I'll try it. If I don't try it tomorrow, I'll try it on the weekend. So I think that would be good. And that is everything. We will see you tomorrow. At least I will see you tomorrow if Emily's not in the vlog for whatever reason. I have class on Thursday, so I got to get ready for that. My first class of this semester. So
it's school time.
Mm-hmm. It was a nice little break. So, okay, everyone, I will see you tomorrow. If no one's told you this today, you are loved and this world's a better place because you are here. Have a great Tuesday night and Wednesday. Bye.